said don't do crystal meth in the bathroom all night long.
That's my opinion!
He will never emotionally fulfill you.
Because I don't want to be a part of it.
Go to sleep! Go to sleep!
Close your legs to married men, trash box.
I'll tell you how I'm doing. Not well, bitch.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Welcome to Morally Corrupt. I am Rachel Lindsay. It is our Tuesday show, our Bravo News show, where that means I am joined by a special guest every week. And this week, no different. One of the best in the business. If you're not following her, paying attention to her, I have to tell you, Keltie Knight, I find you to be one of the most captivating, intriguing people to follow on social. I've never told you this.
No.
I've never told you this. You guys, you know her. She's an Emmy-nominated entertainment correspondent. She is 1/3 of the podcast Powerhouse Trio, the Lady Gang. She is a friend. We are fellow entertainment industry folks.
Red carpet waiting.
Red carpet waiting. But I'm telling you, you're one of the funniest people to stand next to on the carpet because you're never going to do the same thing. You're always going to do something. You're going to say something that just like catches everybody off guard in the best way. I mean, that is a compliment.
Yep.
But to follow on social, you're just so authentic and you're like, you can just tell you're yourself and you don't care and it's infectious.
Thank you
and
so
I've
much.
really never shared that with you. And every time I watch you, I'm like, I've got to be to do like Keltie. I've got to get like buckle down and hustle like Keltie. You're such a hustler.
Thank you so much for saying that because I hate myself so much.
You're so,
you know, like I saw this meme the other day. I do usually do meme Mondays. And it was something like the millennial urge to like delete everything on Instagram and get a flip phone. And I was like, I feel that every day of my life.
For sure.
I was like, first of all, thank God there was no footage of me in my 20s. Like, thank God I only had like that one like little Canon on the string at the club in New York City. And we got some blurry shots for like the MySpace. But man, I'm so sick of myself. Because we have to, this is the thing about the reality shows, why they get so crazy. Because they're in the business of selling their own shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just you're in a circus of your own stuff. And it's...
And you have to one-up yourself. It's why I don't think I could ever do it in that way. And I'll never say ever.
I would love to see you on World's Toughest Forces or whatever that is when they drown you and
do
stuff.
Special Forces.
Do it with me. Let's do it together.
Okay.
Amazing Race.
Amazing. See, these are shows I don't watch. Can we do Traitors?
I can't get on Traitors. You probably can.
Why can't you
I
get on
asked.
Traitors?
I would be amazing.
I
I'm such a good liar.
I asked too.
It's Dina Katz. No offense to Dina. Love her. But she does Dancing with the Stars. Did you ever get asked to be on Dancing with the Stars?
I interviewed for it. I did not get it.
Okay, see? It's Dina's fault.
It's yeah.
Dina, what do you have against us? We are great. Watch this podcast and you'll know.
It would be so entertaining. No, I would do a Traitors, maybe Dancing with the Stars. Like when I wanted to do it, it was during the year of my divorce and I just felt like I had a story to tell.
Yes.
I don't know if I feel like I'm in the exact same place to do it.
No, you would do it. No, because you're doing Revenge Body. No, your Revenge Body's already happened, but it's like learning to sway your hips again.
And be sexy and
be
feel sexy
and like
tell
be
a story
okay with your
the body.
Tell a story with the body.
You're a dancer. You get it. You're right. You're absolutely
right. But we could also do Special Forces or the one where you run around the world or Celebrity Big Brother.
That is not for me.
I know.
I've heard about the one bathroom, the cameras in the bath. That's the one I can't do. Okay. Amazing Race, maybe, fine. But I say you're inspiring and interesting too because you posted something the other day, maybe it was on TikTok, I'm not sure, where you were like the trend of nobody talks about this, going from this to this. And you make that noise. But when I watched you in your office, like working behind the scenes, I literally was like, Rachel, get up and go clean out your office. You go sit in that chair. You open that laptop and you get to work. That's how I felt.
Really?
I swear, Keltie, I'm not trying to like boost
that
you.
Is so
I'm
nice.
Genuinely telling you what I thought. And maybe I should comment these things. I always like your stuff.
No.
But I don't comment it. And I thought, you're so right. We have to strip the end product. I've always been like this. It's like we need to be more authentic of this is what it takes to get here. I didn't wake up like this. And I'm glad I didn't because this is the grind and it makes the story that much sweeter.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Thank you so much. I will say this. This was a year of like epic real high highs and low lows. Like
Mhm.
amazing things happen with the Lady Yang podcast. It's our 10-year anniversary. We had our big Lady World Festival, which you came to, which was like
Incredible.
on the gram. You're like, wow, amazing. Behind the scenes, I'm on 4 pharmaceuticals, like to sleep, to wake, to not cry, like all of those things, having meltdowns. E-News as a linear format was canceled, like lost my dream job that so like a lot of really terrible things happen. Here's what I did, just so everyone understands. I switched my office rooms. So I basically had my office in a different room, and I was like, I was so depressed that I was like, the only room that gets good sunshine in the morning is my spare bedroom, and no one ever comes to visit me. I don't even like people. I don't invite anyone. And I was like, why am I wasting it? So I actually uprooted my spare bedroom, put it
Nice.
in the office, and then I gave myself the gift of redoing my office, which is what you saw. So I
Yeah.
had a friend come, help me design it. I have a beautiful space because I literally couldn't get out of bed. There was too much dread.
Mhm.
And I was like, if I make this space for myself, I will sit down, I will write this book, I will finish this project, I will figure out what's next.
That's a really good advice.
I had to,
just a little change, not much.
Like a new energy.
Yeah,
You know, like
a new
after a
energy.
breakup, if you move
Ugh.
houses or you like get rid of their shit in their closet, like it's just a haircut. Like
Mhm.
instead of getting
Mhm.
bangs, I got a new desk.
No. That is such great advice and well taken. I might take that.
I think
would
it'll
take that.
help.
That's much better than like a shopping spree or going out and partying on the weekend or something like that. Like I like that. That's very refreshing, very healthy at the same time. And that kind of leads us into what's
Okay.
next for you because you are in the process of writing a new book.
Yep.
The book is called The Fuck Them Theory.
Yes.
Self-help for people who are done being a bigger person.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about like where this idea came from and inspired you to write this book.
Okay, so I'm a big I'll do anything once kind of girl.
Mhm.
And so I have been in therapy since I was a teenager. I have read every book. I spent all the money to go to Oprah's Live Your Life thing. I have all the workbooks. I have Girl Washed Your Face. I have You Are a Badass. I have gone in the desert and did the juice cleanse. I've screamed at the moon. I charged my crystals in the sun. Like I wore purple on Tuesdays when I wanted to feel powerful. Like I've done all the stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I still can't get myself to be someone who is like well-mannered, well-behaved, wellness, like healthy. I can't do it. And I think that the problem is not me. The problem is everyone else. We are chasing after a dream that doesn't exist.
I like
this
this.
superhuman ability to like have it all and then feel good about it and then be well and like be like good people. I don't want to be good anymore. I'm done.
Down with that.
I have been good and been trying to be good for too long, and now I want to bite. I am over it. I want to hold people accountable. I'm naming names. I'm calling out people who literally have screwed me over in business. I'm calling out myself for my own lies I tell myself. I am calling out Hollywood. I mean, I'm angry. I want to write mean emails. And I want to help people realize that in order to be successful, you can't actually be nice. You can't
That's
actually
very
let
true.
them. You have to be a little bit ruthless, a little bit dirty. You have to manipulate the world around you in your favor. Like there's just an underbelly of Hollywood that I don't think people understand.
Yeah.
And I want to help people figure out how to like, no, I'm not going to like let you treat me like shit. I'm going to call you out on it. I'm going to call you on the phone. I'm going to tell you why I'm pissed. Then you can do what you want with that. But like, I'm sick of this. Like, I do not know how to digest my unfinished business.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to finish it.
Well, no, I love this energy because I just am so like
This is you.
like revolution, you know,
Yeah.
like fuck the system kind
Yeah.
of thing. But I love this fuck them theory, and I really hope you've trademarked this
You can't, but
because this could catch on.
I think it will, but well, hopefully. But Let Them actually was built on a poem.
Mhm.
So she doesn't even have the trademark to that,
Oh,
which is so
really?
interesting. Yeah, it's like really hard when it comes. So yeah, but it's fine.
But there's a movement here, and I think that you're tapping into something that is kind of bubbling right now, and we're seeing it
Yes.
spill out a little bit. Like people are. We are in LA. We see the entertainment industry. We see what's happening with it. We see the bigger forces working, cutting up the talent out for more money, less opportunities, less space. It's less creativity, all in the name of their corporation, their money, all those things. And so people still have this desire to create art and they want art and they desire it and they're creating their own spaces to do that. And I feel like this book speaks to the moment. I follow these people on social media who are like, stop trying to sell your idea to this person. Stop trying to do this. You have the power to create it yourself. You have your own platform.
Yeah.
We're seeing celebrities do that. We're seeing creators do that. And a book like this is kind of the guide for maybe the person who's a little too scared to do it and who's feeling it to say, now's the time.
People are always like, how do you get over like your imposter theory? I'm like, you don't.
You really
you
don't.
You wake up and you literally tongue kiss your imposter theory and you're like, I'm gonna love you today.
Yeah.
And you fake it. I talk about calling the paparazzi on myself. I talk about, oh my God, I was at the Victoria's Secret fashion show in New York when Selena performed, and I was so thirsty for press that I talk all about like, well, you'll know this from red carpets, but like there's this thing on red carpets where they put your name on a sign when you're unknown so that the photographer takes the Rachel Lindsay picture and then the Rachel Lindsay picture and it all gets tagged properly. But like I didn't have a publicist, so I would print my own sign at home and I would give it to like the person that was running the carpet and be like, can you just like walk me and hold the sign so they knew who I was, especially in New York because I never was in New York.
Yeah.
And then one of the other hosts at Extra, actually, he took the sign out of their hands and was like making fun of me and holding it up in front of me and was like messing about. It was what's his face? He got fired right after that.
So not even worth remembering.
I mean, I worked with that guy forever. Anyway, sorry. Oops. Not even on my lips. But anyway, like that's the kind of thing you have to do to be successful.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And so it's like I'm showing people that like if you like, let's give ourselves permission to be narcissistic. If you don't, not in a bad way.
I think
but
you
like
have to
in
in this industry. You have to have narcissistic tendencies.
If you don't believe that you are the best, prettiest, greatest, brilliant slice of uncrustable toast that's ever existed, how is
anybody else gonna believe it?
Oh God, you got to be a narcissist.
It's a hard truth that I feel like I've accepted
Yes.
over, but it is true. You have to.
You got
in order
hustle
to
for
survive
what you
in
want.
this.
There's the people who are not don't make it.
Yeah.
So it's like you can love someone like Ariana Madix is a great example of this theory. Like, how great was it when she's on the reunion and she's like looking at Raquel and she's like, "You're dead to me. You're horrible. You're probably a Slytherin," in like Harry Potter, whatever she like said, and she was like so cutting. But like you were like, I feel her and I think she's a nice person, but she was cutting.
Yeah.
And then she continued on to be a nice person. But girl is working the system.
Yeah.
She's like, we're seeing Whitney Lovett do it now off Dancing with the Stars. Like, most hated person for speaking her mind and telling the hard truths. And then like, and now I'm America's sweetheart. Like it's they're using their power of persuasion for their own benefit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's working. So you mentioned Ariana, but if you had to pick somebody out of the Bravo world that you wanted to hand this book to, who would it be?
Oh, definitely. I mean, Britani from Salt Lake City needs a lot of self-help. To be honest, and I really love her and consider her a friend, so I feel comfortable saying this. It's been hard to watch Lisa and Meredith on Salt Lake this season.
Which one's your friend?
Lisa.
I think she's been the same that she's always been.
I think it's worse. I think without Jen and all the other drama around, it's like
it heightens it.
There's something about the lack of self-awareness that has been extra hard for me to stomach this season because I can't wrap my head around really not being so unself-aware. And here's the thing, it's like around other women, sure, but like when John Barlow started saying it, when the husband started saying it, and I was like, damn, and I could see myself in that. Like, I think I could see myself in that in my husband, where we're like, we're not on the same planet. Like, oh, I don't know, Lisa,
narcissistic traits.
She's very narcissistic, but like she's so funny and she's so nice. And like at the same time, she's the kind of I would call her like a acquaintance friend where I'll be like, she's like, what are you wearing to the thing? And she's like, I'll send you a box of clothes like tomorrow. Or like, oh my God, you and Chris aren't doing great. Do you want to go to Blue Sky for the weekend? I'll set like, she's like,
Oh, well, that's nice. That's a nice tidbit to know about Lisa.
like she will be like, let me hook you up with my friend. He'll comp it. Like, you guys just need to get away. Let me help you. Like, so she is very giving in that way.
Okay.
Like a good crisis friend, maybe not a good everyday friend.
Okay. 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 That's fair. Listen, you can't be great at everything. That actually, I wouldn't be shocked with that. And I think that maybe that would explain a lot of the relationships and friendships she has on the show, because you get confused because it's like, but you were such a good friend in this space. I don't understand why that's not trickling down to this. Interesting. All right, I'll go with Lisa. Would you ever do Housewives or a Bravo show?
My narcissistic tendencies say yes.
You'd be great.
My marriage, I just like, man, there's some people that you watch and you're like, they were so solid and now their marriage is falling apart
But
because
they
they're
never
unreal.
were. I don't think those people ever were.
Really?
I really do. I really do. Have you ever seen the questions that they ask when they're interviewing housewives? I put my sister up
Yeah.
in Dallas, and the questions are very intimate about your relationship with at least they were for this go around. It was like, what do you and your husband argue about? What do you, and I feel like those were cracking already. Maybe you can't say that about Kyle and Mauricio, but we watched Kyle for 15 years.
Right.
So of course,
Like even Dorit. I mean,
I don't know if that was ever stable. I don't know.
but they fooled us
Well,
with his speech at the birthday
I
party.
don't know
the
if I
love
really believed it. When he renamed her swimsuit line Beverly Beach, I was like, I can see the dynamic that exists. And as her star continued to rise,
He didn't
I'm
like
like,
it.
exactly. It's a different marriage now. Like you have different.
But they started out before the show very in love.
Don't we all?
I mean, we girl, don't we all?
Don't we all?
Ba-dum.
Which franchise do you think you could fit in with the best?
Like, the problem is, and I'm sure they've approached you, like, what do you do with your jobs? Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean? Well, we're in entertainment, so maybe it's a little different.
Yeah. I don't know.
But other people, they work. I mean, Garcelle was on Beverly Hills, and
You're
she
right.
was
She
still
was producing. Yeah.
yeah, she was still doing her thing and brought the cameras there.
I mean, I think I would be like the Zara of Beverly Hills. Like, I don't have a Birkin, but I don't want a Birkin.
Right. I think with Rachel Zoe now being on Beverly Hills,
Right.
I would really love to see you.
And I'm friends. We're friends.
See,
We share a best friend.
I didn't even know that.
You
But I literally was like,
Yeah.
now there's somebody I feel like you could connect to.
Yeah.
As opposed to the normal cast.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you're friendly with some of them, but now
I
that
really
she's
like
there,
Jennifer Tilly too.
love her.
Had lunch with her the other day. She's
Love
like
her.
crazy
See?
smart. She's
Friend
up in
of.
Canada. She like has her sister. Anyway,
Justin always tells me the key is friend of. Maybe that's your start.
I think I would be a great friend of. Then my husband doesn't have to come on it.
Yeah.
I only need like a few outfits. I
Yeah.
don't need a Birkin.
You go on the cast trips.
I'll go to Italy.
It's the golden ticket.
And also, like, unfortunately, the Lady Gang can confirm, I have an unfortunate verbal diarrhea that,
Yeah, you'd be great TV.
oh,
Selfishly sorry,
I
Keltie.
will fuck
want
it.
it.
You'll hate me and you'll be talking about me on Morally Corrupt. And then you'll be like, how dare did she say that? And then I'll be apologizing. And
I
I'll
want
be
it.
screenshotting. Like, I'm a mess.
Can I be honest? That's why I wouldn't do it. It's not that I have verbal diarrhea, but like, especially if I have like one or two drinks, I'm like, I easily will forget a camera's there. And I'll be like, cut the shit.
No.
I'm like, do we have a fucking problem here? Like,
I-
I will curse somebody out in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Or like, I'm super confrontational.
Yeah. Which
And-
would be great.
And it's even worse because I don't get to get that out in a courtroom anymore. So I'm always looking for an opportunity to litigate.
exactly.
So that's why podcasting is so great for me.
you're like,
But that's why I'm like, I know it would be good TV, but people would either really love me or really hate me.
I feel the same way. I feel like 90% of people would really hate me. Like Justin is always like, you're so unhinged. Like you
so
just like one time
I'm
can't-
drawn to that, by the way.
You are. One time we were like at E and he was with Scott Evans and they were all in the dressing room and something horrible had happened. I don't know if someone had died or like something really horrible. And they were kikiing, like having a real And I came in and I just not, and I was like, you guys, I need you to make this TikTok with me. And Justin's like, nah. And he was like, well, I was like, no, it'll take 2 seconds. And like, I forced them to do TikTok. I think Scott might have been in the bathroom crying. Like, I just do things. And like this other time I was in the hallway and I'm talking about like this dress or whatever. And Justin is there like, white lady, go in your room. Like, he's just like, please stop talking because I'll screw it up, but that's fine.
We need
But
more
the problem is I
of
don't
that.
care.
But that's what
Oh,
I
I
like a
don't
person
care.
who's not performing for the cameras.
care.
I don't want you to pretend to be like another housewife and you wouldn't. Oh, you'd be so good. Friend of, we're manifesting that.
Maybe.
You can just slowly
do
ease your way
OC.
in.
I'll get a condo in the OC.
I don't know if I want you there.
I don't know if OC is like my people
Emily
either.
and Gina might be the speed. Cool. I see. I've really grown to like Emily.
No,
I've
I like
really
Emily
grown.
too. I think she's super funny. She's like the Heather Gay.
Yeah, she's really become my favorite on that show. But I don't want OC for you. New Roni, you're not going to leave here though.
I'm not
we can't
gonna
have
go to
we
Roni.
can't we can't have you. We can't have.
I
you
would
live
do
here.
New York. I was so disappointed in New York.
Yeah, it could have been better. We'll see what they do.
I feel like Andy doesn't like an entertainment person. You know what I mean? Do you remember how like the rumors
Who
were
has-
he didn't want Lisa Rinna for so long?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
Was
don't think
why.
he likes like. I
Well-
think he likes like a.
Well, she should have been the one to change his mind then.
She was great.
Because in LA that doesn't make any sense. We had oh my gosh, what's her name? That was a soap opera actress. I cannot think of her name right now.
Yes, blonde.
Yes, she was on it.
Right.
I keep wanting to call her Elaine. It's definitely not Elaine.
No, that's from Dancing with the Stars. Wrong show. Wrong show.
But she was on
Yeah.
it. Garcelle's on it.
Yeah.
Lisa Rinna's on it. It makes sense. You almost have to have that as a part of the culture for LA.
So true. I mean, I would do the Valley.
No, I don't want you there.
Okay, well,
I don't
she's putting the stand. She's
because that is all about relationships, all about your relationship
No,
with
I
your,
know.
and I do not want Chris there.
I know he wouldn't.
Yeah, like that's no. This is why I say I don't.
No,
want
I
you
stopped
there.
bringing him to things because people listen. Here's a part of living in LA and knowing a little of everyone. I get invited always to the parties, and then I'm like, "Are you filming?" And they're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go show up for you." Like we did Rachel Zoe's birthday party, like all these different things. And Kristen Dowdy was having her housewarming party, and she
Okay.
was so good to me. She's been really good to me over the year. I want to show up for her, and I was like, "Chris, we're gonna go to this thing," and I didn't tell him they're filming. And then he got there, and he wouldn't sign the waiver. And then
course.
he's 6'5", and he's wearing like a bright floral jacket, and I was just like, "You dumb shit! Like, you know what?" Like, don't wear the floor. If you don't want to be seen, maybe don't wear the floral coat, Chris Knight.
But so they blurred him out.
They blurred him out, but this is this big red blob in the back, like so tall. And I'm just like, you know who didn't get any screen time? Me.
Yeah.
And I would have
Is
taken
that on
it.
the new season coming up?
No, it was last season.
Oh, I don't remember that. I stumbled into the Valley filming this year, and I'm an idiot. Like Jasmine, who was on The Bachelor
Yeah.
with, is having her engagement party, and I'm like, of course I'll come and support you.
Yeah.
And I have not at the time had not met Melissa yet, and so I get there and I walk through, and this woman comes chasing after me with a release, and I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me! I totally forgot.
I know.
And I go, Jasmine, why didn't you tell me? And she's like, I'm sorry.
I know you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because I want to be able to talk about it and not cozy up to some of the people on your cast. I want to be able to do this podcast
I know.
guilt free.
No, you don't want guilt free. So you don't want to know anyone.
No, I don't. And BravoCon ruins it. And
Yeah.
that's why we don't do a whole lot of guests on the show. But
Yeah.
let's get into
Let's
some
talk
of
shit.
the stuff that came out. Really, a lot of stuff came out yesterday
know.
because during the reality hot seat, they were dropping exclusives and trailers and all of this stuff like crazy, which made for a great watch. And one of those things that came out that people cannot stop talking about is the Summer House trailer.
Yes.
So we get the returning cast: Amanda, Kyle, Lindsay, Ciara, Carl, Jesse, and West. But then apparently Deadline saying there are 6, which I say is too many,
Too many.
new castmates. 2 of them popped up on reality hot seat. I was paying attention to the game, so I wasn't really getting their full story.
Okay.
I know one is Sierra's friend Mia,
Yep.
who I've met. Lovely.
Okay.
I have no idea who these other 3 people are,
Does
but that's
this
too
mean-
many people.
Does it mean everyone's getting too expensive and they're trying to like get the old cast out?
I think they're transitioning. This is year 10.
Yeah.
Even the trailer looks like this is the end of an era.
I just think the guys, like, I'm so sorry. Well, there's the Kyle and Amanda, like, what's happening? The guys on Summer House make me look in the dictionary and see the word ick and just see their faces.
Have you met any of them?
I've met all of them, and they're so lovely in person, and they are like dumb, big Southern men with like pink pinafore dress
Hilarious.
shirts on.
Wait,
No?
Southern Charm. That's
Oh,
Southern Charm.
Sorry, I'm talking about Southern Charm. My bad. My bad. I got lost. I'm so sorry.
But some of those characteristics do still
Wait,
apply
which one
to the
is
people on Summer House.
Hold on. Which one is the 44-year-old?
That's Shep.
No, Shep. Okay.
That's the
Wait,
Southern
I'm
Charm.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No. You had me. I'm like, okay, I get the ick part. I get the.
No, you're right. It's Summer
But
House.
that's
This
Shep.
is Amanda, Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Jesse and West, who are new.
Right.
So
okay.
Jesse's a New Yorker,
Yeah.
tall.
Right.
Still some of those characteristics that you name. West is a Midwesterner.
Yes.
Like it's there's a very similar guy that comes on reality TV.
Yes.
We can be honest about that. But
What kind of guy, Rachel?
white. Let me put it this way. The bar is low when it comes to what makes you like these men get praise. I saw it at BravoCon, right? I'll use Summer House as an example. I hosted the panel. I'm sitting on this panel pulling teeth trying to get the men to play with me.
Right, do
like
something.
Kyle is an OG, so he
Right.
gets it. Carl actually did a fantastic job. Jesse and West are so
Carl.
popular, and the women are just salivating over them, and they were giving me nothing. There was no personality. There was no charm. Off stage, they were, but on stage, they were giving me nothing. And Lindsay was really giving it, and she was like, girl, I know what you need, and playing into it. And then when it was over, the women were running to the stage, screaming for West and Jesse, who did the bare minimum and gave nothing on stage. And it was kind of like, that's the story of it. The men have to do nothing. They just have to show up, be, like, I guess attractive, conventionally attractive, and maybe have a couple of funny lines. And they treat them like they are the next best thing since sliced bread, which that's a millennial term. Maybe even a boomer term.
The sliced bread.
Sliced bread. The best thing out there.
I'm not excited about them. And I'm going to say my hot take is I actually don't enjoy men on reality TV, like in general. I don't like I would rather watch a season of The Bachelorette. I would rather watch a housewife show.
Those men aren't great.
Well, no, obviously. But I don't know. And maybe you've unlocked the core of where it's at. It's like these mediocre fucking dudes.
Mediocre.
And it's not nothing makes my skin cringe more than when it's like a guy's night scene in general, whether it be a housewife's husband, a summer house, a whatever it is. Like, I don't want to see the guys talking about their feelings in a booth at a restaurant. Like, I am not interested in
because
this.
they start mansplaining. It gets terrible. But to your point about mediocrity, it's that the women are always so much better and so much is required of them, such as life. And then the men are just basic and they are praised to the highest of, and I guess that's where I get frustrated with.
And they're
with
getting
the show. But
let
I
me tell you this,
watch.
they're getting the meetings for the soft drinks. They're getting the influencer deals. They're getting the paid golf tournaments. They're getting, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And they're getting more because they don't need a hair and makeup to come with them. So they can appear on all the things. And I mean, it's just wildly unfair.
Yes, it is. And so back to your point, I do think that they're making this the end of an era. We know the new show is coming.
Well, they learned with
to New York.
Vanderpump.
Right.
They don't want to have a hard out.
Right.
Or New York.
Yeah.
They don't want to have a hard out where they have to reinvent the whole wheel. So they're like, we have to trickle.
To transition. And I actually think it's really smart. So we know, Justin on Reality Hot Seat tried to ask them about their new show. He was like, so in the city, and Ciara was like, we're focused on our show right now. And I was like, you better give those PR points.
Oof.
But it's like, take the characters we love.
Yeah.
They're aging out of Summer House. Let's see what their lives are in the city. Yeah. And the fact that they're bringing in 6 new people truly lets me know they're creating a new show.
Yeah.
And they're fading out the other people into the city. And so,
but do we want new people?
I think I'm tired of Kyle in the Summer House.
Okay.
Kyle's 40-something.
This is my problem, is when they get 40s, all of a sudden I'm like, we're having a pool day. Like we're having a floaties.
A costume pool party.
You know what I mean?
You're traveling out to the Hamptons on a Friday and coming back on a Sunday.
Nobody does that in their 40s.
Yeah, like that is brutal.
You know?
Brutal. You should be taking helicopters at this point.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Brutal.
You know
brutal.
what I mean?
And so I
Like, are you taking the jetty? You know what I mean? Are you taking the Hamptons jetty? That's actually
and Amanda's
a bus, guys.
over it, who's 10 years younger than Kyle. And she actually makes a statement on the trailer where she's like, I've been asking Kyle to leave this nightlife.
Yeah.
And what does he do? Builds a new career that ties him directly into it.
Right.
And so that was an interesting thing.
This
to
is
point
5
out, too.
things you can never marry. Club promoter is on there.
Okay.
Like club promoter,
I'm
DJ,
scared. Okay.
professional athlete,
Ugh, yeah, I left those days behind me.
actor,
Okay.
photographer.
Okay. Thank you for not saying musician. But you want
Are
to.
you still dating that guy?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to. He gets a
You want
pass.
to.
He's so cute.
He's sweet. He's sweet. But people would normally put that on the list. That's why I was like, and you're so connected to it. So I'm like, I'm waiting for you to say it. I'm waiting for you to say it. Those are everybody should write that down. If you're single
Yeah.
or you're currently dating one of these people, I'm
Bye.
not saying that it can't go well for you, but the odds are very
Not in
much
your
so
favor.
against you. And to add to it, reality TV star. That's me speaking from personal experience. The man.
The man.
A woman, maybe. Woman, yes, because me. Hello. But a male, a guy.
I'm trying to think if there's like anyone I would even want to
Think about that.
penetrate.
Think about it. You're going to be thinking for a while.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with reality TV guys.
Do you know what I used to say? It's like, Rachel, you're an idiot. I used to say when they were casting for the show and they were like, for me, and they were like, who do you want on the show? And I was like, it's more of who I don't want. And I said, I don't want athletes because
Yeah.
that was my 20s.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't want another lawyer.
Yeah.
That's boring to me, 2 lawyers.
Okay.
And they were like, okay, of course they put both of those on the show.
Yeah.
I was so green. Not a lot, but they put both of those on the show. The guy I would normally date
Yeah.
would never come on this show. I would say that. So what the fuck was I doing? I would say that all the time. I was
Right.
like, and I remembered that because I was having a conversation last night with the guy and he said something. He's like, I would never go on a reality TV show. And I go, I know, that's what I like about you. And then I
Right.
remembered what I said. Boy, I got really lost in the sauce there, but it changed my life. And here we are now.
Listen, it had a purpose.
It had a purpose. And I knew that.
And also, you're so good now at what you do because you were in there.
Sure.
You were inside.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
God, can you
Um,
imagine if you were just like a lawyer?
No, I knew, you know how you have those feelings
You had a gut. You
that
knew.
this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Even when I went to law school, I would say, I'm not going to be a lawyer forever. I don't know what it is.
Ooh.
My major in law school was sports management. I focused in sports law. I
Ooh.
worked in communications for the
Yeah.
sports department during college. Like I worked at basically PR for sports is what I did. So I knew that it wasn't forever for me. I just didn't know it was going to look like this. We have those feelings. We just have to pay attention to it. Oh, that's a book. We need to focus more on the gut. Everyone talks about healthy guts, just like
The
as far as what you
microbiome,
eat,
baby.
it's actually also just like listening to that.
Ooh, you should write that down. Make a chapter on that
You're right.
on your way home.
Almost did because I do. It's in my notes. It's in my notes chapter. Okay, we'll remember. You guys remind me too. Before we get out of the Summer House trailer, a couple of other things. Ciara and West. It looks like they might be back together. People are going crazy over it. They have a conversation where they're emotional in the trailer. They talk about missing each other. I know too much. Ciara's a friend, so I'm not going to really say a lot, but people seem to be excited about it. Do you have an opinion on Wes and Ciara? Do you like them together?
I think she's the next breakout.
For sure.
Like,
People are obsessed with her.
and
Bravo
so
Come.
I don't think she should tie herself down.
Yes.
I think
Ciara, listen.
Ciara, my plan for you, if I was going to success coach her life,
Mhm.
maybe get in the weeds for good TV, do whatever you're going to do for good TV. But then it's like she's next. She's so beautiful. She's so charismatic. She needs a Dancing with the Stars moment, a what's next moment.
She would love to do that.
And then I see her actually graduating one step up. She is the one that could do what Ariana, Whitney, these other Caitlyn,
Yeah.
these other reality TV girls that have gone on have not done, which is she needs to move to the dark side of Hollywood. I mean,
Oh,
not the dark side. The what some would call legit side. So
okay.
like so when two stars get together, as you know, you become a power couple,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
But there's levels of power coupleness. So when what happens with reality TV, like her, it's two reality stars make a B. Okay. But she's so fabulous. She's gonna Glenn Powell. You know what I mean? She's gonna Hemsworth. Like I think
I
she can
love
that she
this
can
for
do like a
Ciara.
little bit of a Julianne Hough with Ryan Seacrest, but even more so. Like she can go and then be at the Globes and be at the Oscars and be the plus one on the yacht. Like
Mhm.
she's that girl.
Listen,
Do
I
you think
want
she
this for
has that in her soul?
I do think she has it, and this isn't me telling her business. At BravoCon, she's been very vocal about the fact that she's on Prozac, and she is a totally different person, and even I've seen it because she's always says to me, "You have so much energy. Why do you always wanna be outside? Why are you moving around?"
Yeah.
And now that she's got it regulated,
Yeah.
she's telling me, like, she made me almost go to Vegas 2 weekends in a row, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Girl, no, I
I think
can't."
she
Now
deserves a
that
big
she's
life.
Yeah,
And
now
this
that
is not the guy.
yeah, yeah,
I also don't like a shitty backpack of past history. Okay?
okay, you like clean
Like
slate. I like this.
I think it's like, meh, it's too messy.
It's too close.
I don't like it when you get married and you're like, say you stay together, right? You get married and they're like, we've really been through on your wedding day. When people get up there and they're like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
didn't know if this was gonna happen. You guys have really been through the ringer, but look at you now. Like, I hate that.
We made
Like,
it through
I do not, that is not something to
Well,
celebrate.
that
Okay.
that thought has died. Like, that's what they used to tell you, the struggle,
No,
relationships are hard.
I don't like it.
And then when you find who you're really supposed to be with, you're like,
It's pretty
it's
easy.
not really that hard.
I mean,
It really
schedules get a
shouldn't be.
little tricky here
Yeah.
and there, you know. Maybe I
it's
didn't like
not
that purse you picked
bad.
out for my birthday, but like other than that, we're good. Like
Yeah.
I don't like the like bringing your drama along for the rest of your life.
Yeah. No,
Like,
no, no, no. That's
some
good
things cannot be
advice.
forgotten, and they're on film.
Have you ever thought about being like a consultant or a coach
A
or
success coach.
like I would pay you.
So I'm going to tell you something. I am working on something that's going to come out in February.
I am
It's a
so down for
collective
this.
that I'm gonna open up the world. I'm gonna manipulate people's lives for them.
I love this. When I tell you I would pay for this, because I am that person. So, you know,
Need an accountability coach.
and because I think people look at me and they're like, we're gonna go off a little bit. They look at me and they're like, oh my gosh, she's so put together. She's so
Yeah.
poised. I'm actually a fucking scatterbrain.
yeah,
I'm all over the place. I said to my mom the other day, I've never been diagnosed with anything. And I told my mom the other day, a couple of months ago, I was like, I've really been looking into this. And I said, I really think I have ADHD.
yeah,
And she said, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
And I'm like, why would you never do anything for me? I mean, my parents really thought I couldn't hear as a kid. Like I couldn't, because I wouldn't pay attention. I lose stuff. I can't remember stuff. And to be honest with you, this is such a vulnerable moment. This is the jump. I really attribute it to a lot of women in my family on my dad's side who I look like and have a lot of physical features like have Alzheimer's. And I honestly just have thought,
I have early onset Alzheimer's.
really, I'm like, I'm probably showing early symptoms. I'm so forgetful. I so am like,
Yeah,
just, there's so many things going on.
Yeah.
Like I can sit still, but I'm like
yeah,
fidgety.
yeah.
Anyways, how I got so I'm constantly looking for structure or
Yes.
what is the answer that can help me. And I'm sure other people think this too. That's why I love looking at your videos because I'm like, that's what I need to be doing of how can I get better? I thought I was better as a lawyer, but when I really think about it, no, I worked when everybody went
Really?
home. I talked all day at the office,
Like
took
visit-
long lunches.
Yeah,
And then when everybody went home, I was
You
like,
had to sit down.
now it's time to work. Did
Yeah.
the same thing when I studied law school. So just coping mechanisms. But I've hired consultants that I've met. There's a woman that I consult with. Shout out to Amanda from social media. I would sit down for classes. Chad Sanders is somebody I follow for encouragement. So I just think that this is so good. Listening to what you said about Ciara,
yeah,
listening to how, you did the whole thing. People don't know what it is to go from this to this, the
Yeah.
book that you're at, all of this.
thank you.
You're You're
doing
doing
it.
exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Thank you so much. But I can see, like, people are always like, you would be the world's greatest publicist. But it's not that. But I can see exactly what people need to do, what they need to wear. Like, I just understand the game so well. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I know people are, anyway. Yeah.
Well, it's a tribute to like your success story, like the way you've been able to pivot and move around. Of course, then
I wish I
obviously
could do
you
it for myself, but I actually almost am better at doing it for other people.
Well, to that I say thank you
Yeah.
because I can't wait to sign up.
I can't wait to see what we're
2026
putting
is
on
my
your
year.
plan. It's your year.
I have a friend who goes to somebody like this, and I'm like, but see, like you, I'd know and I would trust. So yes, okay. Shall we move on from Summer House? Let's go. Kyle and Carl get in a fight. It's all the rage. Can't wait to see that happen. It's basically it's going to be a great season.
Yeah, it's going to be
a great Summer House, as it should be, because we'll just say it here first. It's coming to an end.
Yeah.
Or it won't look the same. The Salt Lake City reunion looks came out. Tell me how you really feel. First off, normally there's a theme, right? Like a color
I think they had a theme.
Ugly?
It's giving, here's what I call it.
80s?
I'll tell you what I call it on the red carpet that is so mean. I call it mall. So like
What's it stand for?
mall, like you got it at the mall. So when people like when you see someone on the red carpet, you're like, they're either look amazing or they're giving mall. And mall is like you went to Nordstrom and you got the Adrian Maddox like bridesmaid's dress, which is fine for everyone else. But you are our fixtures of fantasy, ladies. You have one job at the reunion, and that is to pull a freaking look. Even Mary.
It's out
you
of
couldn't find anything good in that closet, Mary.
It's so out of. I'm like staring at it right now. I can't find anything.
Wait, show me them again.
Even Bronwyn, who's unrecognizable because she's wearing long extensions. This is her right here, who normally makes a statement. I really need to ask what the theme is. Our producer, Devin, said that they're calling it the theme Mother of the Groom, which makes a lot of sense. It's 80s. It's tacky.
Even the colors don't work. Like, Angie's in the red. Lisa's in Mary's in the green. I mean, Angie's wearing Revolve.com, which is fine, but like everyone and their mom has that dress. They literally make it in 100 colors. It's not appropriate for this.
Even the setting looks like blah. Like what? It looks like a coastal beach town.
Does she have like a little cape?
No,
not a cape dress.
It is Mother of the Groom.
And she was getting so cute.
The theme was Come As You Are, because that's what it's. I don't know what this is. It's terrible. The seating chart came out too. Which no surprises there.
No, very surprised.
Who are you surprised at?
Who's right next to Andy?
Bronwyn and Lisa. That makes they don't get along. The Bronwyn and Todd of it all. Like Todd should have a seat next to Andy.
Yeah, you're right. I was surprised Angie K was so far from him. I guess she had a kind of boring season.
Yeah, she's giving us the humor. We haven't made it to Grease yet, which we know is coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might put Angie above Heather. But
I feel like Whitney could be out.
It's funny. Everyone's
on
saying
the end.
on Reality Hot Seat, they were saying Meredith is the one who needs a break. But okay, I saw this allegedly. I saw this on a post on Radar Online.
Which is always reputable.
But I saw it. So I just want to put this out here.
You know who writes for Radar Online? The ChatGPT AI
bot. It said that there's a couple that's about to announce their separation, and they put up a picture of the couple,
and they
covered it, and everyone was like, "This is obviously Whitney." And
Whitney Justin?
Yes, but Whitney is giving that. She trusted Justin. He
With
broke
the
her trust. He never believed in her business, and when he did, he burned it to the ground. They're bankrupt.
In
pretty
retrospect, did anyone believe in the business? She's the only.
She did.
She's the only person that believed in that business.
She did.
Like
the Sephora meeting. We talked about it on here before.
Baby,
but that
do you know how hard it is? She was like,
"You had a meeting. You had a meeting. That's it."
Do you know how difficult Chris McMillan, who does Jennifer Aniston's hair and created on Leslie Bibb the haircut of last year and created the freaking...
He did the bob?
He did the cunty bob on Leslie Bibb. He also created the Rachel. Like, he's an icon. He just got his hair care collection into Sephora. He is Chris McMillan, creator of Aniston hair. Okay, you don't understand how. Like, I think my superpower is that my husband is always like, all your ideas are great, you're incredible. Like, I want him to believe in me that way. But maybe Justin was trying to protect her. Like, I don't know.
No,
It's really hard. I want to be like pro women, but I also like you have to be so freaking smart. It is so hard to be a female founder. And most of the people that we see online, they're like, I created a thing. Okay, great. But like your dad owns Condé
exactly.
Nast.
I was gonna say,
like
your rich husband poured into it.
It takes so much more money and connections than you could even imagine. That's why Shark Tank is such a thing. Because these are the real people that come and they don't have a connection and that's their only connection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
no,
like
that's a really good point. I know. I was like, Whitney, she's probably a fan of Salt Lake City, of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, the woman you were meeting with. Like that, a meeting does not turn into your product being into the store.
I take 5 meetings every day, and the person walks in there, can't wait to work with you, and I never hear from you again.
And doesn't it say at all that she thought that meeting was going to turn? That kind of says it all about the business acumen when it comes to.
But also how much, like, also. No one should be going broke.
You reach out to her when you
I need to success coach.
You reach out to her. I can build you back to where you need to be or where you're supposed to be. And it's not with that.
You never build a business with your own money. That is literally like business number 1. Okay.
Did you do that? During my marriage? No.
During your marriage, you needed me.
I needed you. No. I wouldn't have listened. He needed you.
No. But like the way you do is you
because I didn't put my money in that business.
The fact that they are bankrupt of their own money building a business is business 101. Like you go find an investor, you go put your name, this is what all the celebrities do. You think Ashley Tisdale put her money into Freshney at Target, her little line, like, and now it's super successful? No, they hired her as the celebrity. She has a take in it. It was someone else's money making that brand. It's crazy successful because of her and her input. Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I remember when she was coming out with it and she was like, this could either make or break.
Break.
And it broke. And it might have
but it could have been a great little it could have been a great little boutique brand. You didn't need to go invest all your money in it.
I know.
Make 25 SKUs, give it in a gift bag. Oh.
But Justin wasn't helping her because he didn't believe in it. And then at the last minute, whatever with this MLM, which I feel like I haven't even heard that term.
Since Roden and Fields, which honestly is my favorite MLM, and the Lash Boost really works. Like
Mary Kay's mine.
Mary Kay.
Mary Kay's mine.
So you did?
I use the moisturizer.
Yeah, of course you do. I mean, some of the products are bomb. Like, I don't care.
Mary
like,
Kay's fine.
You know, I just, And then like also Whitney, why wouldn't you go to Lisa? Like Lisa has all these businesses. Maybe she's getting.
Lisa, she would never.
I know she would never. But
she would never, but maybe she should have. Wouldn't that be a turn of events, if Lisa's like, I can help you.
Yeah.
And they come together.
Come to me with a business. They won't. See, what thing about Salt Lake, this is my favorite reality show, so I can really talk about this. The season started out so bad for me, that RV trip and like the fake Blair Witch footage. I was like, oh, it's over. Salt Lake's reign is over. And then.
No, I knew.
You thought that? I did not think that was good.
I didn't think it was good.
Watching them eat a hot dog, I was like, this is not what I want. But then
I didn't think it was good, but I did love that they thought they were going somewhere great. And they
weren't.
like, that was funny.
Yeah.
Did
you see Britani in New York doing like the.
I did. Let's talk about it. You want to talk about her show?
Yeah.
It keeps coming. Like, of course, we weren't there to watch the show, but social media is keeping us tapped in.
Is that like was it at like a.
It was a 2-night thing. I think.
Was it at a city winery? How many seats did we have?
I don't know. It looked like a table sit down.
Yeah,
kind of
like
like
a
what
city
Luann and Sonia
Yeah.
used to do. But the clip that got me was Jared and Britani doing a duet. Was it Oh Holy Night? Is that what it was?
See it.
But I'm like, of course Jared has a microphone in his hand as he's singing.
He's an Osmond.
He really thinks he's one. He's one of.
By the way,
the
we had
Osmonds,
Dottie
though.
Osmond on E! News like right at the end, and I was like, "What do you think of Jared?" He's like, "I don't really know that guy."
Oh, You did?
Which is like the burn of all burns.
Did he
He's
say
like,
that on camera?
Yeah, I think so. I hope you did,
That
Donnie.
guy.
Like,
I don't really know
that
that guy.
Like he was
is
like,
even...
he's like, I don't think they're like cousins.
No,
Like,
it's probably his mom's maiden name or something like that, and he just took on the Osmond.
no, but to be an Osmond is like to be a Sussex. Like
Yeah.
people are really excited about it. You know what I mean?
Well, they used to.
Jared is Jared is bad news.
Like,
Britani is bad news. Dude, her daughter, it hurt me.
yeah, that was a
And-
rough watch.
Ooh, and we have all been and known someone like that who cannot get, who is so desperate and codependent for love that they'll put it above anything else in their life.
Yeah.
Their family, their friends, their daughter. Like,
Yeah. What I was hoping for Britani is because she's a housewife and she's getting some fame and attention. She's doing a show now. She's clearly a theater kid. She's tapping into some of her
talent.
talent.
She actually has a beautiful
her
voice.
loves, that would give her the confidence
Why the fuck
to
is Jared there?
separate herself from him. And it's not. He's like digging his claws into
He
her
loves
even
the
deeper.
fame.
Yeah.
Oh, he loves the fame.
Yeah. Yeah. He's disgusting.
I hate Jared so
Disgusting.
much. Hold on, I'm adding to my thing.
No, go for it.
Athletes, musicians, actors, club promoters,
Reality
photographers,
stars.
Jared.
Which goes under reality star. We get wannabes.
Yeah.
Wannabes. I love that.
Like,
I love that.
and he's not even hot. Like, you're giving nothing. And when they're down by the river and he's like, what are we doing? And she's like, this is why this happens. I'm like, well, first of all, you're wearing espadrilles to the river. There's so many mistakes happening here. Sorry.
When Whitney said that he hits on people in the cafeteria at the gym, I'm like, that's Jared. That is
Jared.
quintessential Jared right there. He parks at the gym
Yeah.
and waits for the ladies to come and tells them that he's on TV.
Yeah.
And he's an Osmond.
yeah.
He
Oh,
probably
you know
has
what?
imprinted like active wear that says
Thank
at the
you.
gym that says
Osmond
Osmond
on the back. You know, like when people get like the jersey, he's like the Salt Lake, whatever team it is. And it's like Osmond on the back. And then he's like, oh yeah, no, have you tried that energy smoothie? My cousin Donnie Osmond really loves it. It's great. It's great we drink it all the time on the set of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
And the sad thing is that mediocrity,
love it.
it works.
No, they'll love it.
It works. That's why he keeps doing
blowjob in the
it.
parking lot.
Yes. Oh, so gross. So gross. Okay. Couple other things I
Sorry.
want to hit. No. We're having such a good show. Peacock had a new show.
Yeah.
Reality Hot Seat. It
We
was
love our Justin.
highly and I feel like anticipated. They did a lot of advertising around it. Even when it was airing, it was on NFL social channels, Peacock social channels, Bravo social channels. Our friend Justin Sylvester was driving, headlining the whole thing.
Yeah.
He did absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
I'm a big sports fan.
Yes.
How much of a sports fan are you?
I am a hockey fan,
Okay.
but I'm not a sports.
You're not football. I should say football.
Okay.
How much of a because this show was
For
about
football.
football. Sunday
Yeah.
night football. It was geared. I don't really know exactly who the audience it was geared for, but I will say it was not for me as a genuine football fan.
It is the chronic problem of you can't be smart and pretty. How could you be a woman who loves reality TV and also loves sports and know about the sports? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not for you. You're actually too big of a brain. It's for dum-dums who just know about football because of Travis Kelce. They're like, they're
Which is the role Heather Gay played on the show.
yes. And it's like, that's fine. And I think from a success coaching standpoint, the only thing that's really doing well in the entertainment business right now is reality TV and sports, live
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
And so it's like, we can't get anyone to go to the movie theater. We can't get anyone to watch a series. Like, so let's see if this works. Listen, I love Justin when Justin is just being wackadoodle.
Yeah. Like
He is effervescent.
off
and he is-
script.
oh my God. He is, his brain, the way he is so funny.
Mhm.
I think perhaps we could have had a pilot and worked out some of the kinks. You know what I mean? They didn't pilot it. So
No,
they
they did not.
they
They just
did-
rehearsed it.
they rehearsed it. And we like, it's a first episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some things worked, some things did not work. But Justin worked.
Justin was phenomenal. If I was going to give advice on this, as a person who loves reality TV and loves sports, I do think this is actually a concept that, not that concept, but merging these two worlds together. It's something that I've talked to Alex Baskin about with.
Yeah.
who I do not believe was behind this show, of there's a way to, and I don't want to use the term because I don't want somebody to steal it, but there's a way to connect the two. And I really thought about it when I saw the Housewives commercial with the Dallas Cowboys players. Because I always say, when I do watch What Happens Live, I'm like, I watch reality TV like it is a sport
show.
You draft your franchise players. There is synergy there.
Yeah.
This wasn't quite it.
Yeah.
I felt like at times I was watching two different shows. So I thought, okay, this could have been a pre-show. We could have had Luann for the halftime show because I did love all of that. And then we could have had an after show. I think that maybe there has to be not Justin, like a recast of, I get keeping NBC Uni talent, but maybe people who know more about football and maybe a little bit more of not feeling like you have to continue to talk in all the dead space, like watching the game and be like, oh, this is a really important down and this is why. Oh, this is what it means. This is a good matchup and this is why. This is the playoff implication. Like, I can't have somebody on the couch saying, this is Travis Kelce's last game. It could be his last game if he loses. There are 4 or 5 more games left in the season. Like, I need
You need facts
to know that. Like that. I understand you asked me questions.
You know what you need?
But
you need like we need a fashion police where we need one expert.
You need one
One
which I think was Rob, which the comedic relief in him.
I love him. I would watch him do anything.
No, the fact that Summer House gets on there and he's like, you guys should do a Winter House. And they're like, there is that. That was hilarious.
Right.
I don't know if that was intentional on their part, but that was
he's
really,
great.
really funny. Really, really funny. I think it's a good concept.
It's a good concept.
It was
They're gonna
messy,
work out the kinks.
but it was the first one.
Yeah.
But it has legs, just like if you're going to go into the audience, maybe know if the person you're asking the question knows anything about sports.
Yeah.
What's your favorite play? And the guy goes, go sports. Okay, moving on.
I think they played it too much for like, it's a sports show for people who don't watch sports. So I here's the thing. I just don't think this is for you. Like,
it's not for me. You know what? It is for me. I should have been on the couch.
You would have been great.
I should have been on the couch.
Okay.
But I'm not
well,
NBC.
Peacock.
I'm not NBC Uni's talent.
Are you anyone?
I think it was NBC Uni talent.
But you're not, but you're not tied to anyone that you couldn't do it.
No, not that I couldn't, but they were working within their own house, which makes sense. But I think that's the type of person that you need.
Yeah, they need one expert.
Like not someone saying like, what's the difference between a complete and an incomplete pass? Can we turn the game up? Or, y'all are doing a quiz and somebody's injured on the floor.
Right.
It was crazy, but I like where it's going.
I like where it's going, and I like the time that I really enjoyed watching sports commentary was at the Olympics when Snoop Dogg, remember when he was doing the horse riding? Incredible, like top 10 moments of pop culture history. So like we just need to get us to the place where the watch along is at that level. You know what I mean?
And he was a colorful analyst, so it was funny.
It was really
we
funny.
Didn't need him to know the
Anything.
sport. We just needed his reaction.
So maybe
to
we
it.
need like an expert, but I don't change Justin. I thought he was amazing.
Phenomenal.
And the set, like everything about it was, from what I saw,
a big set.
Yeah, it was like a big deal.
And I actually thought it worked with Wes as the social course or the correspondent on the field. I thought he did a great job. I thought Bronwyn coming in with food like a tailgate was a really great concept.
Yeah, there was really cute stuff.
I love the fashion because like fashion in sports is a thing.
Yeah.
So doing the whole tunnel looks, that's a great concept. I just think that like maybe somebody behind the scenes might need to be a little bit more sports.
You need one person who can be like, let's pause here for a second. We've got,
And we got Bravo News. So, if you are a lover of reality TV, there was Bravo News that dropped. So I like it.
Okay.
I could see them bringing this back when the playoffs start.
Yeah.
Because it won't come back the rest of December, but I could see them doing a playoff special. And they'll have notes. And
they're going to fix it up.
And they'll fix it up and it'll be better. And, maybe we'll stop by.
I mean, am not available at that time to do a sports show, but I think it sounds like you would be perfect. And I will success coachily figure out who we need to get in contact with. We might need to call our friend Justin Sylvester.
Oh, they know that I want it.
Oh, they know.
When it was announced, I was like, even Justin was like,
Calm down.
Would love, no, Rachel would love to do
a good
this.
friend.
No, a phenomenal friend.
Yeah.
He was like, Rachel would love to do this show.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. But, we'll see. It's not for me. And I'm not saying, these are just tips.
Listen, we all get our opinion.
But I like
I
the
am
idea.
knee deep in watching every single award season movie and show right now. I do not have time to also be watching
feel for you.
sports.
I remember those days.
You know, when you're
I
trying
remember
to
those
watch,
days.
because the nominations are vast, Rachel. So I am like, 14 out of 40, and everything's 3 hours long.
I gotta tell you, so Golden Globe, this is gonna come out on Tuesday, but Golden Globe was announced today.
Yeah.
And I looked at the movie list and I thought I am so far removed
You haven't seen anything.
from entertainment, TV, or TV, movie, magazine, all that stuff. What I used to do basically for extra. I hadn't even heard of some of these movies.
Yeah.
So I know you have your work cut out for you.
Girl.
I know you do.
My sport is rotting in my bed,
But you're
eating popcorn,
so good at
watching a
what you do.
movie,
You're
thinking of something interesting that hasn't been asked to Ariana Grande
That's so
thus far.
refreshing. So refreshing that you actually watch. Because I got to tell you guys, we share the carpet sometimes with people since we're in a space of calling things out. They don't watch a thing. They haven't watched the movie, the show. They don't even know the actor, the genre.
They don't even know.
And sometimes they get to do carpet, pre-shows, after shows.
Yeah.
With no knowledge
We
whatsoever.
have a responsibility.
Yes.
We have a responsibility.
Yeah.
I think that's actually, it's an interesting thing. I think the tides are turning, speaking of experts. I do think that I think the influencer era is over. I think
You do. That's a hot take, Keltie.
It is. Not over, but like, for instance, there's this great fashion influencer, Nikki Bell.
Mhm.
He's the one who does like
Yes.
the one-word
I know,
right?
I know where you're going with this.
Well, when I first saw his content, I was like, ugh, this guy wants to be Joan Rivers, but like, you can't be Joan,
I loved him when I first saw him.
I loved it. And I was like, this is so refreshing. Then I like studied up on this guy. He worked at Vogue. His whole background, like he lives, eat, breathes fashion. This is his breakthrough moment, being this like TikTok one-word influencer, but he has the chops. You know what I mean? He's figuring out his red carpet, like how to host a red carpet. They've put him on some, like, it took me a decade to be, not decade, it took me 4 or 5 years of like doing a carpet every day until you really get it down pat. How to be great on a carpet.
He's not good on the carpet.
He's not great on a carpet yet, but he will be. But I like him as like a person with chops who's influencing, I think is the next influencer.
So you have to have the resume to back it up, is what you're
I think you have to have some expertise. Because for a while, it has been, I like something, so I'm an expert in it. You know what I mean?
I think you're right. I just think I'm still seeing other people break through who maybe don't have. Like, that was an excellent example because you're right. You can look at his resume and say like, oh, you might be doing this one word, but you really can root it.
You do know what
it's
you're
rooted
talking
in
about as
something.
far as like collections.
But then there are people who might have a hit breakout from a reality show.
Sure.
They get those opportunities. And I say this as a person who did get an opportunity.
Yeah, sure.
But I also felt like, yeah, maybe I didn't have entertainment, but I was a litigator. I was used to performing in front of audiences,
Yeah.
different industry, but I had to ask questions. I had to depose, whatever it may be. But people who are popular and then they get the opportunity to lead a red carpet.
Yeah.
Or to, I'm trying not to like shit on people in that way because I am also a product of this. So I understand. This is a
I will
hot
just
kettle
say
moment.
it's a lot harder
But-
than it looks to be seamless. And here's the other thing about you, Rachel, is I was already doing this when you joined the club
Mhm,
of red
mhm,
carpets.
mhm.
And you stood on a lot of really bad red carpets before you were allowed to do the
Oh, an
Emmys.
award? Oh,
You know what I
for
mean? Like,
sure.
let's just like,
I was setting up my own camera. I was a COVID start.
do you know what I mean? Yes. And so
Not
like
camera,
you
but
were on,
audio.
but we were doing a lot of really long junkets with C-list things and waiting and getting kind of crushed on them. You know what I
Mhm,
mean?
mhm.
Like you had to hone your skills and hone them very quickly.
Mhm.
And you did. And you stepped up. And
Thank you.
I'm never mad at someone if like you're given this golden ticket opportunity, if you step up and do the work, like you said, like you had to watch everything. You knew what you're talking about. Like I think some of the background of like your being a lawyer and being so studious, like you took that into this job and that's what made you successful at
Thank
it.
you.
Do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Whereas like a lot of people, they get that moment and I watch all the time and it burns my soul, they get the moment and then they just think, oh, it's just me flopping around with a microphone and you know, you don't understand. You like, and it's hard because it's like you'll get the clicks.
No,
So
yeah.
you're like, but also
There's no longevity in it because my producer would tell me, like, you know how it is. You're talking about award season coming up. It doesn't mean they're going to see the beautiful picture of you with the
Yes.
Getty image on the carpet, the interviews chopped up. But what they don't see is that you're there hours before.
Oh yeah.
They don't see the preparation before. They don't know that you took your shoes off and you're in like Uggs because you're dying or whatever it may
Yeah.
be. Or you're not. You're in your heels, just like toughing it out or whatever it may be. They don't see all of that behind it.
Yeah.
And I would get told when I started, it's like, look, well, we've had other people come here and they just think that they show up like they're one of the stars.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily what it is. But back to the original point of you saying the influencer age or phase is you think it's dead. I guess I still see it with like YouTubers who get certain opportunities.
Yeah, no,
or,
it's still coming, but I do think like even talking to my friends in Hollywood, they're like, we would just love to like we love it when we're with someone. Like here's the reason I know it's happening. Because have you noticed there's so many like actors on actors things now?
yes.
They don't even want to talk to anyone.
Yes.
Because we went so far in the you're talking to
Yes.
people who have no idea what they're doing. Like, and this guy, this is so random, but there's this great movie expert, Kevin McCarthy. I don't know if you ever did junkets with him.
From Chicago?
Yes. And so
Yeah.
like he ended up starting his own YouTube channel, right? And he is getting the biggest movie stars in the world to sit down and do his personal YouTube channel
Gosh, I didn't see
because
this.
he is so thoughtful and he loves making movies. Like he keeps all his movie stubs. Like he's a real expert in movies. And he used to work for a local station and whatever, but like he's doing his own show now that is just movie making and he's getting the bookings that like you wish you could get. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. He's doing such a
I
good
didn't
job.
know he was doing all of that now.
It's really cool. And so I do think people are like wanting to go where they can have a real conversation.
Well, how many times did you, and we'll move on, sorry, we're getting in the weeds of this,
I
but
know.
how many times did you do an interview where maybe you didn't ask the gossipy headline question and you asked about the craft and then
And then I got in trouble.
you got in trouble, but the artist says
Yeah.
to you, thank you so much
for
That was
asking
a
me about the album."
beautiful- That was
Yeah.
a beautiful interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was part of my frustrations
I know.
of having to leave, but okay, we'll move on from there.
Sorry.
That's
Back
a little
to
behind the
Housewives.
scenes. That's a little
Sorry.
behind the scenes. All right, well, let's get into, since we're running out on time, we kind of talked about Britney.
Okay.
And
Yeah. Jared.
wait, I was looking at this and I was like, they did Shallow? I was looking at the rundown. No, that was somebody else who Britney sang Shallow with. It seems like people liked it though. Listen, if we love Luann, I think people can get behind Britney. I wouldn't be surprised if she takes this thing to LA.
She's going to take it to LA. I'm definitely going with you. I
Let's go.
love that the girls came and did like the Santa baby thing.
Mhm.
It tells me a lot about Britney because she seems so annoying on the show and that no one wants her around because she's like gives like kind of like a like what are we bringing to the table vibe.
Yeah.
But then the fact that they all came, they either love fame, which is probably
True.
it, or they actually like her off camera and stuff.
She's also thirsty. It's just that she's thirsty.
Because
I
she's
think-
just a friend, remember?
She's just a friend of. You're right. She's thirsty, and Andy called her the thirstiest housewife. So I think that's what people get annoyed with. But she's
Yeah.
she seems like a really sweet person. She was walking around BravoCon carrying the unicorn with Jared's voice.
No.
My friends,
Like
shout out
she-
to Ashton and Alexis, they made her play it.
And it was the one.
It was the one.
I mean, see, like she's got a brand.
She was walking around. I said, does Britney not have a backstage pass? She was walking around
With other people.
with other people.
That's what I would do.
No other Bravo celebrity was doing that. Like I heard one Bravo celebrity say behind me, "Is that Gin Pop? Are we walking into Gin Pop?" And I was like, "Relax, buddy.
What's Gen Pop?
General population."
Oh, general population. I was like, oh my God.
I was like,
Not Gen
"Relax." It was one of the Southern Charm guys.
It is no, but it is so fun. I believe it. It is so fun. Like I was at the CMA Awards and they had a bunch of like the country kind of like reality adjacent stars there, and also like Dolly Parton, like
Yeah.
or whatever. And it was so fun to watch the Bravo stars lose their minds when they were not because really the only carpet they mostly do is like BravoCon or like where it's
People's
other reality
Choice,
or
yeah.
like where they're like the big kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, it is fun to watch like Lainey Wilson or Carrie Underwood and everyone's like, bah! And then they're like, get out of the way. And he's like, what? Craig's like, what? Me? No, I'm going to wait here for 15 minutes for this
I
interview.
vowed that when I walk into a room assuming nobody knows I was on reality TV, I think that is the best way to do it. Rather than assuming that everybody watched me on The Bachelor, I think that nobody watched it because I didn't watch it before I was on it. So that's like, it's the worst thing where you start drinking your own Kool-Aid. But, you know, such is one of the curses of being on reality TV. Okay, before we get out of here, you are a lover of books.
Yeah.
And so we thought that this would be, and you're also coming out with your own,
Okay,
which we are very excited about.
Thank you.
But we thought that we'd play a little game here in honor of Madison, who dressed up as Shep this past week for their literary character party, which I thought was such a cute idea.
It's a really good one. I don't need to see another like George Washington wig on television for a long time. And Marie Antoinette over
This was a creative
good
one.
idea.
It was a
this was a good
creative
idea.
one.
Shout out to whoever
Came up with this one. Yeah, I like this one. So we're going to play a game where I read a real and fake book title that was written by Bravo celebrities, and you have to guess if it's real or fake.
Probably read all of them, yeah.
Okay. Here we go. I'm not yelling. I'm projecting a journey into my truth.
Not true.
That is fake.
Yep.
Average expectations.
I have never heard of this book. It can't be real.
It is real, and it is written by your fave, Shep.
Oh, that's why I didn't read it. Average Expectations is the title. What a horrid title, Shep.
I didn't know that was what the
title
book was
is
called.
giving me the ick, just like you.
Why would you want to read that?
No.
Wives, fiancés, and side chicks of Hot Atlanta.
God, that feels like it should be real. Should I watch Atlanta? I don't watch Atlanta.
About to do I've never done a rewatch, ever, of Housewives.
Okay, I'm going to listen to the rewatch, and it's good just Atlanta?
I'm going to rewatch Atlanta.
Okay, I'm going to
rewatch it.
I feel like it's real, but it's probably not.
It is real.
Okay.
And it is by Sheree.
Okay.
She by Sheree.
She by Sheree. I know
There's
all about.
so many memes from Atlanta that it's like it's worth to go back and rewatch.
I need to be in the world. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Champagne Problems, How I Turn My Meltdowns into a Brand.
I feel like this is real. Is this Bethany Frankel?
It is fake.
Oh,
it
sounds like
fake.
a shit. Okay.
It's
you know
fake.
what? The title was good, but the byline was bad, and I was torn. Okay, keep going.
Byline's bad. Drinking and Tweeting.
I have not read this book.
It is real.
Ah!
It is written by Brandy Glanville.
Who are these publishers? Is there a byline? That's
There's
it.
no
Just
byline.
drinking and tweeting. That did not age well.
Drinking and tweeting.
Was it a New York Times bestseller? Probably. It's so embarrassing.
There was a time when all those books
Oh my
became
God.
New York
Okay, keep
Times
going.
bestsellers. Turning the Tables from
This is real.
Housewife to Inmate and back again.
Well, that's Teresa.
Teresa.
I read that.
Is real.
I actually thought it was kind of good.
Have you
Which
read
is
a lot?
so embarrassing. I read a lot. So,
Have you read a lot of
the Bravo?
the Bravo books? Okay. Who's
Obviously
one of the
not.
better? Who's one of the better ones?
I thought Bad Mormon was great.
Yeah, Bad Mormon was good. We read that. Here.
Who else? Oh, I like Bethany Frankel's books. Sorry.
Oh, she's written more than one.
I think she has a couple.
She's a lot.
Yeah, she's a lot.
Okay, a couple more. Off with My Head.
This is true, Stassi.
Okay, the
Not bad.
definitive basic bitch handbook to surviving rock bottom. Well, we all saw her writing that book and
It was writing in real time.
Yeah, which I don't know how she did both.
What is success coaching? Keltie will tell you. I thought she did a good job of taking this thing that happened to her and then pausing, taking some time, figuring out where she went wrong, learning her lesson, making her apologies, and then sitting on it and then doing the book. I think sometimes people make mistakes and then they go into like instant, I have to make this right. I have to be beloved again.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to let the world hate you. You really fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Reflection for real. Like I definitely don't want to see someone rush into it because then I also don't feel like it's sincere.
You're doing
feels
it
more
to
of like
save
a
your
money
ass.
grab.
Like
Money grab,
I think the only reason she has a career now is because she sat in and she was like, I'm just going to sit in. And that's what the book was about. She was just like, I screwed up. I know why I screwed up. I handled it poorly. I'm going to just, the world is also going to take everything away from me so I can reflect. But she was forced to reflect, which maybe wasn't her choice.
She
but
was forced.
She was forced for sure. But it was a good book. The third one is really good, actually. Her motherhood one is, I'm not even a mom.
And you read it. Oh.
I read it.
Last one, Passive Aggressive, Aggressively, a memoir.
I mean, it feels like such a good title. Is it real?
It's fake. Have you read this one? He's Making You Crazy?
Yes. This is from Kristen Dowdy.
Real.
Here's the thing. No, here's the thing. The thing about Bravo books in general is that it's such a good idea. Like, I actually love listening to Kristen Dowdy talk about bad relationships. I think there's a second half of the book that wasn't a part of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's enjoyable. It's light, it's fluffy, it's whatever. I just like hold my self-help books and like my Bravo celebrity memoirs. Like, I'm excited about whatever breakup book or getting through, like, because I know you'd be. When my new book comes out, I like studied really hard on it. Like, it's like well researched. I think that's where they missed the point. They need to get a ghostwriter involved who's like now researching like what's actually happening in your brain mold when
you know I believe in the ghostwriting. I talked about this on your podcast when I did my book. I do believe in that. But I wrote more in my book of essays than in my fiction book. Yeah. And so I want to write more because I have a lot of thoughts and I know the structure. I want this. Yeah. And unlike my other two, there will be tea spilled. There are things that I have not said publicly that I will say.
100%.
And
we're in the
some
tea
of it's
spilling
gonna
era.
make me look stupid. Yeah. But I think that's relatable.
I have something coming out in my book about another podcaster, and people are going to really hate me.
Do I know them?
Probably.
I won't make it gender specific. But.
No. And
do you name them?
I'm not naming anyone because I don't want to get sued.
I was going to say.
But you're going to know.
Okay.
I mean, are people that I'm naming. Like, there's a story about Andy Cohen, and like I've told that story before, and I'm going to tell again. Maybe that's why he won't put me on Housewives.
Probably.
Just thinking about that right now.
Probably. Let's make amends because she'd be a great housewife. We have to make that happen. You've been a great guest today. Thank you so much.
I love talking to you. You're so smart. I feel like we could really.
Are you.
I'm going to watch Atlanta with you. When you do the rewatch, I'll watch it and then I'll listen to the podcast.
Okay. I don't know if we're going to cover it here. I actually have another thing that I'll tell you off camera of something that I'm thinking. But I'm dead serious about 2026. Yeah. If what you're doing is what I think it is, and you actually think it will help me, I truly need this.
Well, the only thing that can help you is Adderall. Okay, thanks for having me.
That for sure. Just what amount of milligrams do I need? But thank you so much, Keltie, for being here. Make sure you guys follow her. Where can they check out every single thing that you're doing?
Just go to @Keltie. Everything's there.
And listen to the podcast.
Oh, and Lady Gang.
Yes.
We have a podcast. Bye.
Yeah. Bye, guys.